everyone, it's Tammy, and surprise, this is a fourth video using this Cupcake Party stamp set. I just had another idea when I was putting all of my stuff away from the series, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one more card because I really love this stamp set. So I need my Cupcake Builder Punch again. So I will need this, which is retiring. This Cupcake Party is retiring. I know that I have mentioned that in the last videos, but I am doing a series of 3 cards Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that I'm posting at noon. And I'm using one stamp set for all 3 cards so that you can kind of get a good feel for, you know, some different ideas on how to use some cards, which is a ton of fun. But with this particular card set, I just love it. And I had another idea that I wanted to use. So I'm going to do one more card with this one. And again, this is the Cupcake Party. This is on the retirement list for Stampin' Up. By the end of May, it will be gone. If this is a stamp set that you would like to have, or the punch, if you would like to have that, please shop. My store is down below. It's TT.Scraps.StampinUp.net. The link is down below. Feel free to click on that and use the Hostess code that you will also find in the description box. And in May, it is May, I'm going to select a hostess, a mystery hostess, to be the hostess for this online party. And whoever that is will get free product, and you will get at least $15 in free product, and possibly more depending on how many orders and how much I sell. So I am trying to promote, so that is one of the reasons that I'm offering this incentive, but also because I want you guys to experience some of the great Stampin' Up stuff, and some of the retirement stuff is on clearance for 50% off, or and it's all while supplies last. So order quickly, and you know, the new catalog will come out in June, and we'll have all sorts of new fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. With this card, I'm going to do a white card base, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. It's just a half of a sheet of the 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper. I cut the 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper in half, and then I'm folding that half in half, and I'm using my bone folder to crease this. And this is an A2 size card. It ends up being 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You could make it open this way, you could make it open this way, and if I were to cut it the other way, it would be more like the cards you normally see where they open this way. But I have been on a roll of doing them this way. I just think it's kind of fun to add a little bit of different, because you know, it gets kind of monotonous making cards the same way every time. So, and that's one thing I have to say about Stampin' Up. They have so many different ideas and so much creativity. It is so much fun. I really, really, really enjoy it. So I have a piece of this designer series paper that is also retiring. This is called Cherry on Top, and it has a nice blend of, you know, bright colors, cheerful colors, kind of look like birthday or whatever you might want it to be. They're all double-sided. They're very nice. I have this, I selected this piece, and I cut it at 4 by 5 1/4 so that it fits nicely over the front of this with a little border. And then I cut this piece of Watermelon Wonder so that it fits right over the top of that. And this is cut at 4 by 5. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to give it a little bit more of a border around the edges. So I'm going to cut 1/4 inch off of each side. So this will make it 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Just because I want to see a little more of this designer series paper. Yes, I like that better. And then I also have a piece of Whisper White that I have cut to fit right on here, and I'm going to need to cut that, trim that another 1/4 of an inch off as well. And it is cut at, then let's see, let me give you the dimensions. This one's cut at 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then I'm going to take a punch that is not a Stampin' Up punch, but it's just one that I have in my collection, and I'm going to punch the edge of this card. Well, of this cardstock. I have to try to line it up correctly. And I'm gonna just throw this stuff away. My trash can is down here. Okay, so now I have this to fit on here, and then I have this to kind of fit over the top of it, and this is just a piece of leftover designer series paper. When I cut this base card out, I had this left over, and I need to trim this down to 3 1/2. So I don't even know how big this is. 3 1/2. Did I cut that right? 3 1/2 by 1/2. And I'm going to take this piece of cardstock, this Watermelon Wonder, and I'm going to run it through my Big Shot with an embossing folder that's just called Dots. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product again, but it is a fun embossing folder that I really like. So I love my Big Shot. I got this when I signed up for Stampin' Up! Oh, that might be too thick. I think I need to take one of these off. Whoops. There we go. Oh, now I have this cute embossed piece of Watermelon Wonder, and that is going to go on top of this, which is going to go on top of the card base, and then this is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and then I'm going to stamp with Watermelon Wonder the cupcake icings, and I'm going to use Watermelon Wonder for one of them, and then I will use, I think I'll use my mint macaroon because I love that. Oh no, I'm going to use the green. I'm going to use Cucumber Crush because I love that color too. And Tip Top Taupe is going to be the cucumber is going to be the wrapper. So I'm getting out my Misty, which if you guys know me, you know that I like this Misty. I like to use it most of the time. Now I'm going to put this in the corner, and I am going to stamp my icing first, and I'm going to do, well, I will just do one icing at a time. And it's very juicy, so I don't need to put very much pressure on it. And I might go one more time. I'm just gonna I feel like I'm not getting that celebrate part very well. There we go. Ooh, that's beautiful. So pretty. And then I'm going to use the other one, and I'm going to stamp that one. Ooh, I do not want those to touch because they are so hard to get separated once I've done that. And I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to stamp that in Watermelon Wonder. Perfect. Then I'm going to take a piece of scrap white. This will do. And I'm going to take the bottom and let me see where my stamp is. Okay. I will take the bottoms and I will stamp those, or yes, in the tip-top taupe. Perfect. I'm just using a baby wipe to clean these. And then I'm done with this. And I think I'm done with my ink, and I need to really cover up this Watermelon Wonder, because I'll tell you what, these reds, I am awful at getting them everywhere. And that's a pink, I know, but any of those bright colors, I close them up as quickly as I can because otherwise I end up wearing them. So I'm going to then just line up this stamp with my punch. And I'll do that with both of them. And all of these little pieces are nothings. But I am going to use a scrap piece of Watermelon Wonder that I've cut off. And I'm just going to cut this cherry. So I can just put that in there. Cut my cherry. I'm going to do that twice. Okay, back to the card. I want to take a dimensional and put it on the bottom, or put it on the bottoms of the cupcake, so the holders. One there, and one there. And then I will take these and put them just over the cupcake like that. Isn't that cute? Look at my finger, it's got Watermelon Wonder all over it. I told you those colors are just, they get me. And then I can put this in here. Ooh, I almost don't have room, but I have enough, just barely. So I'm going to, whoops, stuff this in here. And I thought I didn't cut this quite right. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to give it a little haircut because I didn't cut it quite right. Looked like it measured okay, but I must have been measuring like 1/8 of an inch off. I don't know. Oh, this is so cute. I love it already. I love it. 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 Okay, so let's put these on top too, just because I want to add some fun. And I'm just going to use the 2-way glue pen, which, believe it or not, is also going away, but this one isn't from Stampin' Up anyway, but And if you guys want to see the full retirement list, I did a whole video on everything that is retiring, and you can see it all page by page in the catalogs, because there's stuff in the annual catalog and in the occasions catalog that's retiring. Now the things in the occasions catalog that are not retiring will be in the annual catalog for next year. So come June, you will see those in the annual catalog, which is kind of cool. So now I'm just doing my layering, and I'm just putting each piece in the middle of the piece that it's sitting on. And then I think I'm going to put a sentiment on here. I like the, it's a cupcake kind of day. Oh, I could have used this little stamp with the little, oh well, that's okay. That's okay. I just did the cherry and he's just cute. Let's see. Do I want, it's a cupcake kind of day or celebrate you? Which would you prefer? Celebrate you. It's a cupcake kind of day. Let's do celebrate you. And I think that that will fit right along here, and it does. So that's perfect, just like perfect. My daughter used to say that, and it's funny because one of my friend's granddaughters used to say that too. So now we both say it, reminding us of different people, but the same thing. So I saw some tip-top taupe on here. Okay, let's see, what color do I want to do this in? I think I might do it in the Cucumber Crush. Yeah, let's do it in Cucumber Crush. There's so many other ideas I have with this card already. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to stop. Woo! Even at 4. Fuzzy. No. Sorry about that, guys. Crazy cat on the loose. Thinks he's the king of the house. And then I'm just going to eyeball this and try to cut it straight. And I'm going to do, there's 2 ways that you can do this. One way is this way, which is kind of the harder way maybe. And then if you have the banner punch, you could also use the banner punch to get it perfectly straight. Just stick it in here and then punch it. So if you have the banner punch, that's a useful punch to have for things like this. And this is also retiring. But you could also just clip it with your scissors, with your snips. And I think I'm going to raise this up a little bit too, and I have some of the outline of my dimensionals still available. Still available, that's funny. That I didn't use, I don't know why I said it that way. They're still available. And then I'm going to just put this on the edge there, like that. Celebrate you. Isn't that cute? Oh, I'm loving it. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching bonus card number 4. Yay! Happy crafting. Bye-bye.